fantastic morning, grade 8 skillful learners. Welcome to Valenzuela Live TLEA. I am Ma'am Jillian, your TLE live stream teacher today. How are you at this moment? I hope that you're eager to learn new lesson as always. Before we start, make sure that you have your self-learning module with you because today we will learn new lesson while having fun. Are you all set? Great! Let's get started. Today is Mark's third week of fourth quarter and we are in lesson 2. Based on MELC's or most essential learning competencies by DepEd, this lesson is about convert decimal to fraction and fraction to decimal with learning outcome, perform mensuration, and calculation. And its subskill is 2.1, perform calculation needed to complete a task by applying grade mathematics and mensuration. With learning objectives, wherein at the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to, number 1, identify fractions and decimals. Number 2, convert fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. And number 3, value the importance of obtaining accurate measurement when preparing technical plans and drawings. Are you class ready to begin? Great! So do I. Before we start, let me test first if you can still remember the lesson we discussed last week. Can you still remember what was it? Great! With a positive response. Last week, we discussed the preparation of drafting tools, materials, and drawing instruments. Very good, class! You are really doing a great job. For now, let me assess if you can still remember how to prepare drafting tools, materials, and drawing instruments. Let's have a short review titled True or False. With directions, write true if the statement is correct and false if incorrect. Write your answer in the comment box below and in your activity notebook. You have 5 seconds to comment your answer below. Are you ready to begin? Great! Let's start! Number 1. The triangular scale is a ruler that has a 2-lobe cross section. Is it true or false? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is false. Good job, class. The triangular scale is a ruler that has a 3-lobe cross section. Number 2. Triangles are used for drawing vertical and oblique lines. Is it true or false? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer for number 2 is true. Very good. Let's have number 3. Number 3. Tape ruler provides an easy means for accurately measuring curved surfaces. Is it true or false? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer for number 3 is true. Well done, class. How about number 4? Number 4. Protractors are used for measuring and setting up angles other than those obtainable with the triangles. Is it true or false? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is true. Great. Let's have number 5. An eraser shield is a thin sheet of stainless steel or plastic with slots and holes of different shape. Is it true or false? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer for number 5 is true. Amazing. Who got 3 and above? Very good, class. It means that you are ready to move to the next lesson. For those who got 2 and below, cheer up. You need to be more focused and give more time to your studies. I know you can do it. Today, our lesson is about converting decimal to fraction and fraction to decimal. Are you class ready to begin? Great! So do I. Before anything else, let me assess first how much you already know about our lesson. This activity is titled Recognize Me. With directions, identify the following if it is a fraction or a decimal. You have 5 seconds to answer each number by commenting it below. Allow me to read each number for you. Number 1. 3/4. Is it decimal or fraction? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is fraction. Nice answer. There are parts of the fraction. Let's use the example earlier, which is 3/4. The number on the upper part of the fraction, which is represented by 3, is what we call numerator, while the number on the lower part of the fraction, which is represented by 4, is what we call denominator. The examples of fractions are 2/3, 1/4, 1/2, and such. Now, let's have number 2. 7.5. Is it decimal or fraction? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is decimal. Good job. In rounding decimal numbers, we are rounding them on a certain decimal point given. When the number that you are rounding is 5 and above, it is called as round up. But when we are rounding numbers from 4 and below, that is what we call round down. If the last number of the decimal point is 0, we can eliminate them because 0 means no value and it won't affect the decimal numbers beside this. Very good! You really are great learners. It means that you already have prior knowledge for what I'm about to discuss. Later, as we go on in our discussion, you will discover why your answer is correct or not. For now, let us have a short energizer. This activity is titled Convert Me. With directions, convert the given fractions to decimal, then round off your answer to the nearest hundreds. You have 5 seconds to answer what is being asked and comment your answer below. You can also write your answer on the activity notebook. Number 1. 3/4 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is 0.75 because once we actually divide 3 to 4, the answer will be 0.75. Good job, class. How about number 2? 5/12 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up. 0.42. Because once we actually divide 5 to 12, the answer will be 0.416666, and we have to round up this to the nearest hundred. That's why it becomes 0.42. Very good. Number 3. 1 over 16 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is 0.06 because once we actually divide 1 to 16, the answer will be 0.625. So we have to round off this to the nearest hundred. That is why it becomes 0.06. Great. And for number 4, we have 10 over 8 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is 1.25. Because once we actually divide 10 to 8, the answer will be 1.25. Awesome! For number 5, we have 32 over 18 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is 1.78. Because once we actually divide 32 to 18, the answer will be 1.77777 or continuously 1.77. So we have to round up this to the nearest hundred. That is why it becomes 1.78. Amazing! Since you already know how to convert fractions to decimal, let us proceed to convert decimal to fraction. Then, find its simplest form. Write your answer on the comment box below. Number 1. 0.5 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is 1/2. Here, we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator to 50. So, since both of them are divisible by 50, the answer will become 1/2. Good job, class! For number 2, we have 0.35 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is 7 over 20. Here, we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator to 100 for us to get a whole number. Since 35 is divisible by 5, same goes with the denominator, which is 100. The answer will become 7 over 20. So the final answer will be 7 over 20. Very good. And for number 3, we have 0.65 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is 11 over 20. Here, we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator to 100 for us to get a whole number. Since 65 is divisible to 5, same goes to denominator, which is 100. The answer will become 11 over 20. Great! Number 4. 0.125 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up! The correct answer is 1 over 8. Here, we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator to 100 for us to get a whole number. Since 125 is divisible to 125, same goes with the denominator, which is 1,000. So the final answer will be 1 over 8. Awesome! And for number 5, we have 0.250 is equals to what? Your timer starts now. Time's up! The correct answer is 1 over 4. Here we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator to 100 for us to get a whole number. Since 250 is divisible to 250, same goes with denominator, which is 1,000. The final answer will be 1 over 4. Amazing! Awesome, class! You really are great learners. Please count the number of your correct answer. For those who got 3 and above, great job! Keep it up, class! And for those who got 2 and below, please be more attentive, for you will have a lot more to learn as we go through. Now, let us have the conversion of fraction and decimal. Accurate measurements are important in mechanical graphics so that you'll be able to create correct plans, layouts, and drawings according to specifications. One of those essential skills that you need to learn and develop is being able to convert fractions and decimals so that you can easily simplify large-scale drawings into simpler, easy to read, and visualize. We have for letter A, changing fraction to decimal form. Fraction is a numerical quantity that is not a whole number. It is also used if a number is expressed in the form of where it is not equal to 0. Metric measurement is a system of measurement that uses the meter, liter, and grams as base units of length for distance, capacity for volume, and weight for mass, respectively. Metric measurements are often long numbers and must be rounded to a convenient number of digits. To convert fraction to decimal, divide the top number or the numerator with the bottom number or the denominator. For example, number 1, we have 2 over 5. So we have to divide 2 by 5 for us to get 0.4. In the tens digit, the number following the decimal point is less than 5. Simply drop it and let the last significant digit stand. For example, we have 2.321. That becomes to 2.3 because it rounded off to the nearest tens. As for hundreds, hundreds is a reciprocal of 100 and written in a decimal fraction as 0.01. The 100 is 2 places to the right of the decimal point. For example, we have 2.3621. So since we are going to round them or round up them to the nearest hundreds, that's why it becomes 2.36. If the number to be eliminated is 5 or more, drop the number, then add the 1 to the last digit retained. For example, we have 2.3521. So we have to round up them or round up them to the highest 10, That's why it becomes 2.4. Now we have letter D, changing decimal form to fraction. So we have steps to follow. Number 1, write the decimal as a fraction with 1 as denominator. So for example, 0.25. We're going to convert them into fraction form. That's why it becomes 0.25 over 1. For steps 2, we have multiply the numerator and denominator by 10 for every number after the decimal point. For example, 0.2. There's one decimal number, then your denominator will be 10. If 0.25, the denominator will be 100. If 0.253, then the denominator is 1000, and so on. Since the decimal number on step 1 has 2 digits and the denominator will be 100, we have a numerator of 100 and a denominator of 100. As the given example earlier, we have 0.25 over 1. So both will be multiplied by 100 and the answer will be 25 over 100. The fraction has become a whole number by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 100. Doing this will make the division process easy. So here we have 25 over 100. Since both of them are divisible by 25, the final and the simplified answer that we have is 1/4. Okay, so here the final answer will be 1/4. For you to remember some important keys that we discussed today, let's have this short activity. The title of this activity is Let's Get It Right. With directions, convert the following fractions to decimals. Choose the best answer in the given choices. You have 5 seconds to answer each number by commenting below. Number 1. 7/16 is equals to, is it A, 0.44, B, 0.45, C, 0.46, or D, 0.47? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer for number 1 is letter A, 0.44. Good job, class. Number 2. 1/8 is equals to, is it A, 0.10, B, 0.11, C, 0.12, D, 0.13? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer for number 2 is letter D, 0.13. Very good. How about number 3? 24/35 is equals to, is it A, 0.68, B, 0.69, C, 0.70, or D, 0.71? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is letter B, 0.69. Great! Number 3. 24/35 is equals to, oh, sorry about that, is number 4. 16/15 is equals to, is it letter A, 1.05, B, 1.06, C, 1.07, or D, 1. 1.08. Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is letter C, 1.07. Amazing. And for number 5, we have 5 over 9 is equals to what? Is it A, 0.54, B, 0.55, or C, 0.56, or D, 0.57? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is letter C, 0.56. Excellent. How was your score? Amazing. You are really great learners who got 3 and above. Well done, class. And for those who got 2 and below, cheer up because I provide another activity for you to cope up with. And if you have any questions with regard to the lesson I discussed today, don't hesitate to ask assistance from your teacher for your follow-up discussion tomorrow. So for now, let's have some more activities with direction. Convert the following decimals to fractions and find its simplest form. Choose the best answer in the given choices. You have 5 seconds to answer each number. Allow me to read each number for you. Let's begin. Number 1, 0.85 is equals to, is it A, 16 over 20, B, 17 over 20, C, 18 over 20, or D, 19 over 20? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is letter B, 17 over 20. Good job, class. Number 2, 0.135 is equals to, is it A, 24 over 200, B, 25 over 200, C, 26 over 200, or D, 27 over 200? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer for number 2 is letter D, 27 over 200. Very good. Number 3, 0.75 is equals to, is it A, 1 over 16, B, 1 over 4, C, 1/2, or D, 3 over 4? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer for number 3 is letter D, 3 over 4. Great! Now we have number 4. 0.60 is equals to, is it A, 3 over 5, B, 4 over 5, C, 6 over 5, or D, 7 over 5? Your timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer for number 4 is letter A, 3 over 5. Amazing! For number 5, we have 0.28 or 280 is equals to, is it A, 6 over 25, B, 7 over 25, C, 8 over 25, or D, 9 over 25? Your timer starts now. 25 is letter B, 7/25. Excellent! Who got 3 and above? Great! Job well done, class! For those who got 2 and below, cheer up and don't give up. You can ask assistance from your parents, your friends, or your subject teacher to assist you. Congratulations, everyone, for your job well done. And as for your assignment, the given direction is to convert the fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. Write your answer on your activity notebook or separate sheet of paper. Submit your answer to your subject teacher. So the givens are number 1, 0.37, number 2, 1.28, number 3, 0.84, number 4, 1/18, and number 5, 7/27. That's all for today, class. Always remember, whatever is the situation, education must go on. This has been Mom Jillian. Thank you for listening and participating. God bless us all and keep safe always. Goodbye, class!